Alright, back today with another review. First one in a month, actually. It's going to be of the Mark 6 figure from Hot Toys, from Iron Man 2. This particular figure comes with both non-battle damaged and battle damaged parts. I actually bought two of them because, well, I'm an Iron Man junkie, and so I wanted to display both options, and I was able to use some rewards points from my Sideshow Collectibles account and get one of them at a pretty decent discount. So I figured to go ahead and get two. I'll go through the armor and the difference between the Mark 6 and the Mark 4 and the differences between the two armors, and go over just some different parts of the figure and show you some of the extras that come with it. The extra that comes with the exclusive, because one of the figures that I got was the exclusive from Sideshow. So let me grab those guys and get them set up, and we'll get started. Alright, here's the Mark 6 battle damaged face mask. As you can see, it looks like he's been through the ringer pretty good. Coming off that scene at the end of Iron Man 2 with Whiplash, and when he's fighting with War Machine against the Hammer drone bots. Here's where the chest plate on the figure's been just shredded, and you can see the inner workings of the what's underneath the armor. There's the bicep, where you can see that it's been torn apart pretty good. You've got there we go. Get it in there a little clearer. I got bullet holes from it. There's a retractable bicep plate that you can change out, and I'll show you the inside of those. Here you've got the armor over the abdomen area, and it's exactly like the Mark IV, where it's gold going across there with little lines. There's the thigh plates. As you can see, both of those are pretty beat up and worn out. You can change those from the regular armor. I'll show you guys those here on the non-battle damage version that I have. Like the Sideshow maquette Mark 6 that I did a review of, here is the base for one of the bases that comes with the Mark 6. You get two bases, and this environment base, as you can see in the back, you've got a plastic rod that you attach with the C-clip, but it's got a piece of the hammer, one of the Hammer drone bots, and a missile pod from it, and it's cool. I like it. I didn't wish you had to use the C-clip on it. I mean, it'd be nice if you could use the U-rings. As you can see, there's the hip deal, and I need to push that back in because those little metal pieces plastic pieces aren't supposed to stick out, but I'll fix that when I take it back and put it back in the collection. Back side of the figure, there's the plastic rod. You can hear my dog bark in the background, I would think. He's getting all cranky. The flaps here, those lift up. You can see underneath. These don't stick up real bad like the Mark IV. If you remember me when I did that one, I was talking about how the flaps on the back stuck up real bad. These aren't too bad at all. This shoulder piece right here actually changes out as well. So you've got a lot of parts you can change out. You'll see the difference when I show you the non-battle damaged version here in a minute. You've got the vents there on the side on the Mark 6. Remember, these are silver. On the Mark 4, those were gold. You've got the triangular element piece that he creates, and I don't remember what it's actually called right now. I said it during my other Mark 6 maquette review, but I've kind of forgotten it, so I do apologize about that. The exclusive version of the Mark 6 is $214 through Sideshow. I think it's sold out, so you can get on the wait list and maybe it'll convert. The regular edition was $209. Like I said, I had rewards points, so I was able to, and there actually you can see both of them at the same time. Battle damaged and non-battle damaged. So that's the battle damaged version, like I said, and I'll give you one more good look over on that particular piece. This figure is really, really good. It's my favorite one so far in the line. I just like the Mark 6 armor most of all. I know it's not classic Iron Man, which I love with the Mark 4, but I just love the Mark 6 design. I like the look of it, the up, just I don't know. I wasn't sure I'd like it at first when I had seen some of the art out of the Iron Man 2 art book, but it's really really good. Just a great design. Articulation's pretty standard like with the other Iron Man figures. No loose joints on this one. The figure that I left with the non-battle damaged armor on, its knee joints were just a little bit loose. And I do want to tell you one thing. The shoulder armor that I showed you over here, the exclusive version coming from Sideshow, that they just distribute, that it's not actually Sideshow's mistake. But Hot Toys is shipping some of them, and it's missing the non-battle damaged shoulder piece. So if you get an exclusive version, make sure you keep an eye out on that. And if you get, for some reason, get one that doesn't have the shoulder piece, make sure you contact Sideshow so they can help you out and get you a replacement. Alright, here is the non-battle damaged armor. Obviously it's very much like the other, just not battle damaged. You've got the Iron Man 2 base, just standard Hot Toys base that, with the Mark 6 label. Just a really, really awesome figure. Especially, if you're a fan of Iron Man and you're, of the different suits that he has, the different armors, to me, this is a must. If you're gonna pick one from the series, to me, this is the one to pick. Especially if if the classic circular chest piece isn't the end-all be-all for you, then there's definitely no reason not to get this. Just really fantastic figure. Couple things here. This piece here on the forearm changes out. It comes with the missile ones like I showed you on my Mark IV with the little missiles that fire out of it. You've got the hand piece that you can lift out, that he has the one shot coming out of the hands. And also the shoulder rockets are back as well. They're a bit of a pain to get out. I should have had that set up beforehand, but that also comes back. And then, like I said, the chest pieces pop off, the shoulder piece pops off. Both forearms have the rocket pieces. The hip munitions come out. As you can see, I have this one where the hip munitions aren't sticking out. So let me grab some of these other pieces here real quick. Here is one of the helmets. The faceplates change on the helmets. You've got one where that the lights work. Let me see if I can get you a better look at that Stark sculpt. There we go. And they have magnets. They work a lot better than the battle damaged Mark III. And obviously it connects in there. I'll be honest, when it comes to the helmets, I wish you'd have just gotten 3 helmets. Or 2 at least. I don't know. I don't, changing out, it doesn't, sometimes I worry that it's not going to last as far as staying on. and changing pieces out if you wanted to. That's kind of another reason I got two, because I don't want to wear it out, changing stuff out. So, but it's the same sculpt here on Tony that came with the Mark IV, the non-helmeted version. So, still a great sculpt, paint job. I actually think maybe the paint job on this is even better than what came with the Mark IV. There's that. Here's the inside of the battle damaged mask. If I can find where I set it at. There we go. You can see the inside of it up at the top. You can see the magnets and stuff. Obviously, it's beat up. There's that. This was delayed. It came out earlier, but there was some delay with getting the others out because they went back and corrected the inside of the battle damaged chest plates to change the angle of these pegs because it wasn't fitting right. You were seeing light come through, and I'll show you light on both of the figures with it on here in just a second. And then finally, the exclusive piece from Sideshow. You've got an extra forearm attachment. It comes with a little forearm here. You could put that on true type bodies, and it comes with a wrist peg for a male and female figure. So if you have Black Widow and you wanted to recreate that scene, you could put this on, use the female body wrist peg, and it would work. And it was just packaged separately. I've seen one where it actually had a picture of Iron Man on the thing that this was put in, but the one coming from Sideshow is just in a little plastic container in between the Iron Man armor's legs. So nothing special, but it's nice to have as an option for other stuff. Let me turn the lights on these two figures, and we'll be right back. Alright, here is the Mark VI non-battle damaged version with the lights on. It's pretty bright. Here is the battle damaged version with the same lights on. Nice and tight on the chest piece there. Maybe a touch as I completely move the camera off. Maybe a little bit leaking through, but it was really bad before, and I think that's just a matter of me needing to push it in a smidge, but I'm back up and show you both of them here. Alright guys, I'll give you my final thoughts in a second. We'll be right back. Alright, my final thoughts on the Mark VI from Hot Toys. It's once again Hot Toys, knocking it out of the park, showing why, they're, at the top of the heap overall, probably when it comes to 6-scale figures. I mean, they keep innovating, keep changing things, keep updating and making, making corrections that just astound you with these collectibles. And as a fan of the different licenses that they have, especially when it comes to stuff like, like Iron Man, it's a must. It's a must to get these figures because of just the level of detail that goes into them. They're great stuff. I'm glad I got two of them to be able to display both. I did the same with the Mark V. When it comes out, I do have the Mark V bust that's going to be shipping soon. Got a couple of Commander Cody's coming next week, so I'll have something for you then. But it's nice to have these type of figures. I mean, they're just great. I want to thank everybody for checking the reviews out. As always, I had my best month on my blog last month. The reviews on YouTube are taking off really well. Got over 3,000 views on my channel page, which is pretty decent for not having been doing this very long. Reviews are doing real well. So I just want to thank everybody for checking them out, for all the suggestions and the kind words that I've gotten in the different comments. So like I said, guys, I appreciate it. I'll have the pictures and the review up on the blog as always, crazycollecting.wordpress.com. And obviously the review will be up on YouTube. But just want to thank everybody, and I'll talk to you later.